Well, hello, everybody. Rob in the frozen, I want to say tundra, Rob, not just Ontario, but yes, crazy weather going around all over the world today. And we just want to say thank you to all of you for showing up and being here with us on AskDocLive. So it is a fantastic Friday in most of the world, Saturday in some parts of the world. So those of you who are in the future, make it good. Make it good, because when we get there, we want to have it even better. And that's why we're here today. So my name is Rebeca Dukes. I am the hostess of AskDocLive. And I'm excited because Dr. Wallach, we're going to be bringing you each and every day on a Zoom that people can plug into from noon to 1 Pacific time. So I want to make sure that everybody goes to dailywithdoc.com, dailywithdoc.com. Click that right now and sign up for the newsletter so that you get your invitations. And also you'll get an email with the replays. We're going to try to do just one email a week that gives you a link to the replays with descriptions and all of that good stuff. We don't want to overload your email box, but we do want to make sure that you're getting the information that you are interested in when it comes to what you can do to support your body so that you can work towards better health all the way around. So again, welcome to AskDocLive. Dr. Wallach, we've got a pretty full house today, and it is supposed to be Ask Vet Live. I have human questions and people questions. And for those of you who are on live with us, if you have questions, make sure that you go to that Zoom menu and raise your hand. So there's a couple different places you can find that option. If you click on participants and then click on the little dots, you will be able to see a way to raise your hand there. For some, it's crazy. Some devices, you can find it in one place, other devices, a different place. And it also changes based on being on a Windows platform or Safari or Apple, all those wonderful technologies. But you can also go to reactions in the Zoom menu and you will find raise hand there also. So, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, ma'am.
We've got so much stuff going on. I mean, we are, when you say, and you've been seeing it for a little bit, that we're going digital. Well, folks, we are creating just a whole family of places that we're going to be providing this information. And if you are on Rumble or YouTube or Facebook, please make sure that you look up Critical Health News and follow us, subscribe to our channels. We're also going to be going out onto Truth and oh goodness, there's so many different platforms. Help me out. Heather, where are we? We're like all over the place.
We're going to be on Rumble and then Critical Health News. We're going to be on Instagram and Twitter, YouTube.
And Pinterest.
And Brighteon.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to spread this message anywhere and everywhere that people go, whether it's for social reasons, for news reasons, it does not matter. We want to make sure that this information is being shared, and you can help us, especially if you have tried these products, you have used Dr. Wallach's protocols, his recommendations, and you have seen results. I know very, very few people that say that they've tried the protocols and didn't get the results they were wanting. I mean, those are slim and few and far between. But folks, when you give your body the 90 essential nutrients, it's only going to thank you. So whatever platform you're on, look us up and make sure that you follow us and subscribe and share. That's how we make sure that people around the world are getting information so that they can help themselves.
Is this going to be Daily with Doc?
Well, yes. So Daily with Doc is going to be our Monday through Friday, noon to 1, Dr. Wallach. You can still find it on the same platforms as far as the Critical Health News, because Critical Health News is kind of our parent company. Here, we're part of the Critical Health News team. And we've got a newsletter that's going to be coming out for Daily with Doc. So you can sign up for our newsletter that's going to give information different than what you get on Critical Health News. So lots of great things that are in the making, Dr. Wallach. I am super, super excited. But with all my excitement, I cannot forget to say that the content of this program is to provide nutritional education information only. This program is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician. The FDA requires us to let you know that our products are not meant to treat, prevent, diagnose, or cure any diseases. But folks, as empowered individuals, you have options available, and we are honored to have one of the founding fathers of the science of epigenetics here to guide us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health. Dr. Joel Wallach. Dr. Wallach, welcome to AskDocLive, AskVetLive, and the introduction of Daily with Doc.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I mean, that's a handful, a mouthful, and a basket full. Thank you so much. We have great things to do. We're here to help support saving humanity, save the earth, save the universe, and we are on it 28 hours a day. Okay, and so we're very, very excited about all the things we're doing. And today we want to talk about something universal between animals and people. We want to talk about connective tissue. We're talking about tendons and ligaments and cartilage and skin, and we're talking about all these things that occur. People don't realize that 2/3 of the skin sickness is connective tissue, kind of like cartilage. And then, of course, they don't realize how much connective tissue we have in the lungs, because we have all the cartilage and connective tissue and elastic fibers in the lungs and the trachea and bronchi and so forth. And then, of course, every joint in the body, our disc between the vertebrae, our skull. And of course, that's one of my favorites. The skull has osteoporosis, just like your hips and your knees. When a doctor says, "Oh, you have osteoporosis and arthritis in your knees, we're going to give you a double knee replacement," or you have osteoporosis and arthritis in your hips, we're going to give you a double hip replacement. What do you do when you have osteoporosis and arthritis of the skull? You can't do a double skull replacement. Okay, I mean, just cut your head off. No, that won't work. Okay. And so what's going on here? Well, none of them are genetic. None of them are autoimmune. They're all simple nutritional deficiency diseases. And that's why the book, the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission. There you go. There you go. 2 great books. Okay. It's all in your head. 37 different diseases you get from osteoporosis of the skull. And 17 of them are from the neck down. And, you go to chiropractors, you go to acupuncturists, you go to orthopedic surgeons and all this kind of stuff. And they can many times give you very quick pain relief. And people are very, very excited and happy to get the pain relief. But the process continues to go forward and get worse because they haven't really dealt with the basic root cause of the problem. This is where we come in. We're giving the body what it needs to maintain and repair itself. Okay. And so let's talk about tendons and ligaments, and we're talking about from the muscles to the bones. We're talking about the, let's see here. We're talking about things like So the disc between the vertebrae. We're talking about the joints, whether it's your jaw joint and TMJ in the skull, or we're talking about the joints in your shoulders, and your elbows, and your wrists, and your fingers, and your toes, and your hips, and your knees, and so forth. All of these areas of your body, including the muscles and your intestines, your digestive system, your heart, the valves, and the ligaments going from the heart muscle to the valves in the heart, are connective tissue. They are connective tissue, the same thing that goes from your hip muscles to your hip joints. Okay, same principles. And so this is not scary, but it is something that you do have to pay attention to, because the standard American diet used to have something in it. It was called bone broth, and that's why we came out with the collagen peptides, because there's not many people today that make bone broth. Take bones from their chicken bones and beef rib bones and so forth, and fish bones, and boil them and simmer them in vinegar all night, and then they would drink that broth the next day to get the collagen that was coming out of those bones. It's sloppy and messy and stinks up the house and so forth. And so that's why we came up with the collagen peptides. It's a very simple, it's a powder made from the collagen from fish, poultry, sheep, and beef. And, for the average person, adult person, you take a scoop of that at breakfast time, a scoop of that at evening time in your drinks. It's a powder, easily goes into the drinks, and it gives your body what it needs to maintain and repair these tissues. Okay. Now, when people say, "Oh yeah, I had a heart attack. Oh, I have my arteries in my heart are plugged," we have programs for each of those things to give your body what it needs to maintain and repair itself. And so, before you do surgery, and unless it's an emergency, you're going to die in 30 minutes or something like that. But if it's not an emergency, give us 90 days and see if we can help support maintenance repair of all the cartilage and ligaments and tendons and connective tissue. And whether it's in your dog or your cat, your kids who are playing sports, yourself who are working in a factory, and so on. And, I've been doing this for 74 years. Okay. It's one of those things where I have a lot of experience at this, and we have a new book coming out. It should be here in about a week. And so, we're going to start shipping that one. Okay. And let's see here. It's called The Wallach Revolution. It gives you a history of all the great discoveries and events we have encountered and been involved with for 75 years. We're the ones who got rid of muscular dystrophy. We're the ones who got rid of cystic fibrosis. We're the ones who got rid of Tendons and Ligaments syndrome. My great attorney, Jonathan Emord, okay, and I sued the FDA in federal court 9 times and prevailed. Do you think a medical school would invite us to come speak to them about this? No. Did a naturopathic school invite us to come speak about this? No. And so this is why we're going directly to the public, because these schools are not taking this information and giving it to their students. Okay. And of course, let's see here. One of my favorite pictures, okay, I'll get to in a minute, but this is a nice picture. This is me receiving the Klaus Schwarz Gold Medal Award from Professor, there you go, Professor Gerhard Schrauser, in the 2011 Klaus Schwarz Award. Very, very proud of that, for getting rid of cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and Tendons and Ligaments syndrome. And then, of course, we also have the award from the United Nations. Okay, a Lifetime Achievement Award from the United Nations. Come on. How come the medical schools and naturopathic schools and veterinary schools have not invited us to come speak about these things? These are national and international awards that only a few ever have access to. And my favorite picture that I was talking about, and I probably say this often, not often enough, this is page 6 in the book. It's all in your head. Okay, 37 different diseases you get when you have osteoporosis skull. 37 different diseases. The top skull picture is normal. The skull is a 1/4 inch thick. The bottom picture, okay, is you need to lift that up just a little bit there, Becca, a little bit more. There you go. Okay. And the bottom picture, the skull is 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. And this is something, both these individuals are the same gender, same age, same location. And the bottom one is fixable. This is easily fixable. And Rebecca and I and Dr. Milan have done the book. And of course, we have a CD that goes along with it. This has occurred like a year after the book came out. And so it's one of those things where now it's a set, the CD and the book. It's on your head, covers the 37 different diseases you get when you have osteoporosis of the skull. We can repair that, give us 90 days. And most of these things go away very quickly. And I keep, running into people, they'll get up at night 3, 5, 8 times a night to urinate. The skull is squeezing the spinal cord. The spinal cord is telling the urinary bladder to urinate. We know it's not a prostate problem in women because women don't have prostate glands. But when it's a guy, the doctor says, oh, you have a prostate problem. They never talk about osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the spinal cord and the spinal cord telling the urinary bladder to urinate. It's not a prostate problem. Only a small portion of the time it's a prostate problem. Most of the time it's osteoporosis of the skull. Okay. And these things are, what should I say, universal. It doesn't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. Babies are born with osteoporosis of the skull. That's why we came out with the kids toddy. It's our version of a kid's meal. Okay. Kids having 3 or 4 meals a day, and we're talking about Infamil and Similac and that kind of thing. Make one of those 3 or 4 meals a day. Our kids toddy, don't forget the EFAs. Okay, puncture the EFA and squeeze that into the kids toddy. And we made this kids toddy because, and that's how we got rid of the disease, which doctors wanted you to believe for years and years and years and years and years. They said when kids died of sudden death syndrome, the mothers were laying on them and suffocating them. What? No, absolutely not. Okay. Doctors just said that because they really didn't know what the problem was. And of course, in that book, it goes into the 37 different diseases you get from osteoporosis of the skull. And you'll say, oh, my mom has these 3 problems. Oh, my dad has this problem. I've got 2 of these problems. My kids have 2 of these problems. And the doctor just tells us it's genetic. No, not genetic. Okay. And the whole transition took place. Again, the whole transition took place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, on the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge. And Thomas Edison pulled the switch, okay, and started electricity. And then we had a real problem, okay, because prior to electricity, it's in the bottom of the pile. Here we go. There we go. Hell's Kitchen, named after this district in New York City that has every terrible thing you can think of. There you go. Okay. And it's one of those things where he pulled the switch in 1882. By 1900, okay, there you go. By 1900, okay, we had about 40 new diseases nobody ever heard of before. And doctors saying, oh, these are genetic, they're autoimmune, your body's attacking itself, and blah, 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 blah. Because they didn't realize that when we switched from wood and coal as fuel, we gave up our source of nutritional minerals we had been using for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Okay. And once we went to electricity, there was no more wood ashes, no more minerals. All right. So this is where it's all coming from. And it's one of those things where this is very simple, very, very simple. And that's why we have the collagen peptides that takes the place of the bone broth. Okay. Collagen peptides takes the place of bone broth. But instead of having just chicken bones or just beef bones, it has fish, poultry, sheep, and beef. So you're getting the collagen from many different species and so forth. And it's been a real blessing for humanity that we have the products. Okay. And so let's see here.
Dr. Wallach, I'd like to add to that, if you don't mind. Whenever we're going to the grocery store and we're shopping for our meats, unless we are specifically going for organic, specifically going for grass-fed, we don't know what those animals are being fed.
That's
So
correct.
to use those bones from a possibly unclean source, we're not getting exactly what we think we're getting. And that's what I love about the longevity products. Everything is tested, third-party tested by the NFOS, I think is what the acronym is, to make sure that what we have on the label is actually what is in the product. And we're using clean sources. I love the fact that your son, Steve, Dr. Wallach, he's got that characteristic of you, where if it's not right, it does not happen.
Yeah, well, that's why we have the book coming out, The Wallach Revolution, because we have changed science, okay? And I want everybody to remember, we do have the fertilizer, okay? Bloomin' Minerals has, let's see here, has the 75 minerals in it, Bloomin' Minerals. It comes in a 40-pound bag. And you can grow a lot of your own vegetables on your back porch, in your garage, and so forth. And we're talking about tomatoes and bell peppers and onions and squash and cucumbers and all these kind of things. Grow them yourself, and you'll be giving them 75 minerals, which I guarantee you, even the fruits and vegetables in the health food store that say are organic, they don't necessarily have all the nutrients in it because they were not getting the wood ashes, they were not getting, the fertilizer with all 90 essential nutrients. Plants can make vitamins and amino acids and fatty acids, but plants cannot make minerals. Nutritional minerals occur in veins like gold and silver. Okay, and so the only way you're going to guarantee that you're going to get every nutrient you need to optimize your health and longevity, guess what? And to prevent birth defects, you have to take these things proactively. And that's why we have the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. We have the Healthy Start Pack. We have the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. We have the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack. And we have 2 new products. I think it's probably available now. The 2 glass bottles, 90 capsules in each one. One is 18 different fruits and berries. The other one is 20 different vegetables. And I'm going to start adding that to my program. I'm already taking like 75 different pills, tablets, and capsules a day, actually twice a day. Okay. And so I'm going to add these others. I'm going to add 2 of each of those to my program, 2 at breakfast and 2 at dinner time of each of those. And so, anytime we come out with something that's really, really good for health and can add healthful years to your life and prevent these diseases, guess what? I'm on it. And we will keep you informed. And don't forget that new book, The Wallach Revolution, is going to be out here pretty soon, in days. It's at the printers now. I can hear the printing press is going. And it's one of those things where it's going to be very exciting because, instead of getting a piece of the information in the middle or towards the end, you're going to get the information from the beginning, step by step by step by step by step by step by step. Okay, until just 10 days ago, because we really added more new stuff to the original of that book. Okay, and we've added more and more stuff to it so that you're getting more and more complete information. The Wallach Revolution. Okay, over to you, Becca.
Well, Dr. Wallach, I want to kind of just expound a little bit on 2 things that you were talking about. The Bloomin' Minerals. Yes, it comes in a 40-pound bag, but it also comes in smaller sizes with the granules of 4.5 and 2.5 pounds. And those are even available in California where the 40-pound bags are not. But it also comes in a liquid, Dr. Wallach. Makes it super easy just to add to the water that we're using to even water our house plants and make them healthier. Because where do we get our oxygen from, folks? From plants. So we want to make sure that our plants within our homes are healthy as well, including the foods that we eat. And using those Bloomin' Minerals are incredible for doing that.
And I have to throw in, let me throw in one more thing here.
Go ahead.
This is what we fertilize our coffee with on our coffee plantation. We own the plantation. We fertilize it. We prune them. We harvest the beans. We make the coffee, and we're using the blooming minerals in it. So you're getting a lot of nutrition in our coffee compared to what's in other coffees.
Yeah, it's just not bitter caffeine, folks. It's nutrient dense caffeine. And for those of you who like coffee, it's not bitter. But anyways, the other thing that I wanted to add, Dr. Wallach, because you had mentioned the 2 new products, and they are called our 18 Daily Super Fruit Blend and the 20 Daily Super Veggie Blend. So if you go to dailywithdoc.com, we're going to make sure that we get those up there as well. But get with your longevity associate, longevity distributor, and say, hey, I want some fruit blend, I want some super veggie blend, and add that to my auto ship so that you're getting the 90 essential nutrients plus those added phytonutrients that come from fruits and vegetables. So 2 great products that are coming. I know that they're doing pre-orders right now. I haven't checked the list today to see when the actual shipping will start, but those are things to make sure that you have on mind, because I know when you look at the nutrients, Dr. Wallach, in the food that's being grown now compared to what it used to be, it's not there. And I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm going to confirm this, that the ground and the gardens that these products in the Daily Super Veggie Blend and the Daily Super Fruit Blend are grown with the blooming minerals added on a regular basis to make sure that the mineral content within those fruits and vegetables are at their best, at the highest possible allowance. I mean, daily allowance is kind of, can I say it's a joke? What the government has said is our recommended daily allowance, because that's basically to keep us surviving, not thriving. And we're looking to thrive, folks. And that's the information that we're going to be sharing with you today in helping you also be empowered to thrive. Yes, Dr. Wallach?
And we have a special supplement for pets too, called Arthrodex.
Yes, we do. We have the Arthrodex. We also have Perpetual, and we have the I-26 Dog Companion. So we have your pets covered also. Some of them are specifically for canine, for dogs, but like the Arthrodex, Dr. Wallach, that can be used for dogs, cats, horses, birds. My friend Debbie gives it to her Amazon parrot. I think it's African parrot, Amazon parrot. His name is Kiwi. He's super cute, Dr. Wallach. And he was having eye issues. She started giving him the Arthrodex and also grinding up the occutive and giving him a pinch of the occutive each day. And his eye issues just went away. And in like a week. It's amazing what the body can do. Absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and go to some questions, because we have some hands up, Dr. Wallach.
Okay,
and
I'm going to get to the desk here so I can write. Okay.
Yep, get your pen ready, Doc. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go for it. The first question that I have here, and it is a pet question, Dr. Wallach. And Daniel writes in, he says, my dog is 12 years old. Let me move this over so I can see it all. So a 12-year-old Maltese, he's 15 pounds, and Fanconi Syndrome. Have you ever heard of that?
What is it?
Fanconi Syndrome.
Fanconi. No, I'd have to look it up.
All right, I'm going to look up that and see what some of the symptoms are. We will come back to Daniel's question, Dr. Wallach. And let's go to Gyla. Gyla, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey.
You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My first question is, I had a hearing test a couple of days ago. I was told I have some hearing loss. I need hearing aids. I don't think I agree with that because based on some of the information Dr. Wallach's mentioned about the osteoporosis of the skull, I was also told there was an element of hereditary, that it was hereditary. And I just said, I
No.
don't believe in hereditary diseases. So is it pretty much gluten-free diet, no fats, no fried foods, all that? And I just need some help ordering the products. And then I'm interested in the Ocubite because I was told I failed some kind of an eye test. I had another one this week and I didn't really, it's like a dot that you look for. It's like a dark screen and it tests for macular degeneration, like really, really, really early signs. So they have me on an eye vitamin anyway. And I mean, I'm absolutely don't have any problem seeing or, anything.
Okay. Well, let's see here. The vestibular branch of the 8th cranial nerve causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. The auditory branch of the 8th cranial nerve causes hearing loss and tinnitus and ringing in the ears. How many times do you get up to urinate at night? Once, 3 times, 5 times, or during the day? Once, 3 times, 5 times?
Once or twice at night. Yeah.
Okay. And then about the same during the day?
I have a pretty active bladder during the day.
I
I drink a lot of water. I tend to get dehydrated easily, so I drink a lot of water and tea in the morning. So
you're going to the restroom, say 3, 4, 5 times?
Oh, probably more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, that all goes along with osteoporosis of the skull. Okay. The skull is squeezing the spinal cord. The skull is squeezing again the auditory branch of the 8th cranial nerve. That's why you have a hearing issue.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, and how much do you weigh?
137, and I'm
137. Do you have any joint? I'm sorry?
5'8", if you need my height.
Okay. And then let's see here. Do you have any joint problems? Anything going on in your knees, your hips, your back?
At times, not anything real prominent, but mostly I think related to working out.
Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure, diabetes problems?
No.
Do you ever get sleepy an hour after you eat dinner?
Sometimes, not every day.
Okay. Well, this is called reactive hypoglycemia. Okay. Reactive hypoglycemia. All right. Well, here we go. At 135 pounds, you're right at that cusp. But we have all this stuff going on. I would start out with 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That's 215 nutrients, okay, twice a day. The core is still the healthy start pack. Then I want you to have 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself, including the skull and the vertebrae and the hips and the shoulders and knees and back and so forth.
Okay, so 2 MSM. You said how often and how
3
much?
times a day. 3 times a day.
PID. Okay.
Yeah, it'll take 3. It'll take 2 bottles a month to pull that off.
Oh,
you
okay.
need 2 canisters a month of the collagen peptides. So you can take a scoop of that with your morning drink, a scoop of that with your evening drink. Okay. And then let's see here. Because you do have that hearing problem, I also want you to take our Synaptive. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And they help.
How do you spell that? What is that again?
Synaptive, Synaptiv, Synaptive, like synapse between the brain cells.
Okay. How many?
Okay. And that's going to help your brain cells talk to your cells going on with your hearing and so forth. And it's all part of the brain. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see here.
How many of those? How many? Or how
3
many?
twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of the Synaptive.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see here. You have reactive hypoglycemia. So I would also take the Sweeties, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And Sweet Ease,
Sweet.
SWE.
Gotcha. How many?
3 twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of the Sweet Ease.
Okay.
And if you're on medication for anything, don't pull quickly off the medication, for high blood pressure or diabetes or pain.
I'm not on any medication at all.
Okay, good.
scripts and all.
Okay, good.
A bunch of supplements.
Okay, well, give us a call every couple of weeks. It's toll free, so it won't cost you anything. You give us a call every couple of weeks and give us a status report, because
Okay.
everybody's going to want to know what's going on with that girl. Okay. And
Okay.
so-
What about the eye? What about the Ocuvite, or what kind of?
we have
Occutive.
Occutive.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. But also don't forget 3 eggs twice a day. 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks, soft scrambled in butter, soft poached, soft boiled. Hard boiled eggs won't count, and fried eggs won't count.
I have a
And-
question real quick. I'm not a big egg eater, but I like them if it's with toast or something. I can sop up have you ever heard of I don't know, it's like a pancake mix, but it's got eggs in it. What about something like that? Is that like ruining the eggs because it's dry?
Okay, stop.
Okay.
You cannot have wheat, barley, rye, oats, or buckwheat.
No, this is gluten free. It's called birch blenders or birch benders, and it's like paleo, gluten free, everything. They're pancakes, and I love them. And you can add eggs to them too, but
Okay.
they've already got eggs in it.
Yeah, you need the eggs, because 25% of your brain weight and 25% of your spinal cord weight is cholesterol. When you get demyelinization, when the white matter of the brain goes away, the white matter of the brain is cholesterol. Okay.
Gotcha.
And when the white matter of the brain goes away, you have all these neurological problems in the head and downstream. It's all it's all in your head program. And so, you're going to see miracles happening, in 90 days. And so give us a call every couple of weeks, and, let everybody keep track of you. Okay.
Okay, one more question. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but do you have any kind of products that have dried eggs? Like if you don't, I don't know, I guess for convenience, like if you can't do 3 eggs twice a day. I thought you had a product that had eggs in it or something too.
I-26 hyperimmune powder.
Okay.
It comes in a powder and also capsules and chewables. That's the I-26 hyperimmune.
Okay.
And you can go to dailywithdoc.com if you're not already working with a distributor, and you will find them there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and they're chewable. They taste okay, and you can go ahead and have, 2 with each meal, kind of thing. But don't go any less than 2 real eggs. But it'll tell you right on the label that the I-26 gives you 25% of your daily requirement of cholesterol. 25% of your daily requirement of cholesterol. Cholesterol is an essential nutrient. Don't let your doctor talk you out of cholesterol and give you statin drugs, because then you're going to
no, I don't believe in statin drugs at all.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, let's hear from you in a week.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Gyla. And Dr. Wallach,
Yes,
going
ma'am.
back to the 12-year-old Maltese. Okay, so Fanconi Syndrome has to do with the kidneys. So it's a condition that affects how your kidneys reabsorb certain essential substances. And the symptoms include peeing a lot, drinking more than usual, bone pain, and muscle weakness.
Okay, to say anything about high blood pressure?
It does not say anything about high blood pressure. Continuing to look here, that does say that it is a rare genetic disease that can be caused by various underlying congenital or acquired diseases or by toxicity.
Okay.
So does that give you enough information to let us know what you would recommend for a 15-pound Maltese?
Yes. So what we want to do in that 15-pound Maltese, want to give it 1 scoop of the Arthrodex a day. Okay, if you feed it twice a day, give it a half a scoop at breakfast, half a scoop at dinner. The Arthrodex is, made for dogs and cats and parrots and snakes and horses and so forth. It's the best multi-supplement on the market. Okay, it tastes good. The base is liver, so all the animals like it. Okay, and don't give any table scraps to this dog, because you wind up giving it the gluten and all kinds of stuff. Okay, and oils and things. No, don't do that. So so you want a good canned dog food or good dry dog food with all the nutrients in it for according to body weight. Don't forget 1 scoop of the Arthrodex a day. And if you feed it twice a day, give a half a scoop at breakfast, half a scoop at dinner time. And for the kidneys, I would give that dog at 15 pounds, I would give it, start out with 1 Ultimate Daily Classic tablet. Okay. And if you feed it twice a day, break it in half and give it half at breakfast, half at dinner time. Okay. And the polyuria could be osteoporosis of the skull, causing these problems. It may not be a kidney problem. Okay. It could be osteoporosis of the skull. Okay. Squeezing the spinal cord, and the spinal cord is telling the urinary bladder to urinate. But we're taking care of that with the Arthrodex. Okay. And the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. And let's see, so let's go there, but make sure it's a good brand of canned dog food, like, you know, the big names. All right.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And let's go to the next hand that is up, Dr. Wallach. And Rob, go ahead and unmute yourself. You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Becca. Hi, Doc. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today?
Hi, Rob.
Okay. How can we help you, sir?
We're cold here today, Doc. I just got my auto shipping today. So I got my Blooming Minerals, plant-derived minerals, Ultimate Daily Classic, the Longevity Vitamin C chewables, and MSM. I'm all set for the month. And we have to really give some praise to Longevity Shipping and Customer Service. You do a fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm very proud of them.
Yeah. So, Doc, I have a question about chickens today. And first, I will recommend anyone that wants to eat eggs or must eat eggs should go try and get grain-free fed chicken eggs. It's very important.
Yeah, range fed, we like to call them.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. We have to be careful with the market there. So I'm going to be raising chickens myself. I'm doing hydroponics right now, and I'm using the Longevity plant-derived minerals as a base, and the plants are getting fantastic. I'm even getting those little packets of desiccants in it, and I'm putting them into the soil. So everybody, please don't throw them in the garbage. Put them into your soil. The silica is a valuable nutrient for the plants for strength. So far, my hydroponic lettuce and that, they're coming along beautiful, and they taste a lot better now too with Blooming Minerals. So, and they're more nutritious for us. So chickens, Doc. I'm getting a lot of issues from clients that are complaining about frostbite on chickens. So what can we add to their diet to increase, I guess, cellular strength and to reduce frostbite and more health in chickens?
Okay, what you want to do is give them a water source, okay, that they have to come drink out of a pot or a pan or something like that. And you're going to add to it the Blooming Minerals. Add to it the Blooming Minerals, okay? And it's one of those things, if you have feed made for them, be sure you get the, give them the plant-derived minerals. They're just powder, okay? And that's going to help them get the minerals they need to prevent getting frostbite and that kind of stuff.
And they can have Doc's jacket. He's getting.
I want Doc's jacket too. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a Doc's jacket with his autograph on it, of course. So, okay, another question, Doc. I have a husky. She's 15 years old now, and her hair has been falling out, and her skin is like a very thick, tough skin. It's like a dark colored skin. It's almost like leather. So would you know what that condition is? And we don't have Arthrodex in Canada. So what else can we do to help this poor dog?
Okay. Well, if you don't have Arthrodex in Canada, again, it comes down to the Blooming Minerals. Make sure that the plant-derived colloidal minerals are in the dog's drinking water. You can even put like a half a teacup on the dog's back from start at the skull and go down the back and take a brush and brush that in, and it'll be absorbed through the skin.
Okay, I'll try that. How about MSM and selenium?
Well,
Or
Arthrodex,
even
of course.
Ultimate Daily Classic.
Arthrodex, of course.
He can't get Arthrodex, Doc.
Yeah, we
Oh.
can't get Arthrodex, so I have to make my own mixture basically, or my own blend. So I wonder if we can crush the tablets and put it in her dog food.
Okay, you're talking about the
MSM.
MSM.
Yes, and selenium.
Yeah, MSM and selenium. Absolutely. Put them in the dog food.
Okay, and it's okay to crush some Ultimate Daily Classic. I love these ones too. They're actually lowering my blood pressure right now and clearing up my kidneys. So fantastic product again. So could we crush those tablets and put into dog food as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. How much would you recommend for a 15-pound dog?
1 tablet a day.
Okay, excellent, fantastic. Thank you very much, Doc. I have my container of I-26, so I'm going to be trying that too. Thank you, Becca, for the recommendation on that. So it's not going to be an egg substitute, but I know we have to distance that between consuming eggs too. But this looks to be a very, very interesting product. So thanks again, Rebecca, for the recommendation on that.
You're welcome, Rob. And another thing that is available in Canada are the I-26 companions. And those are the dog chewables that have the vitamins, minerals in them. Not quite as good as Arthrodex, but you add the blooming minerals to it. And then depending on the dog's digestive system, because one thing that Arthrodex has is it has added enzymes to help with digestion. And I think that I'm almost positive that's the reason why they're not available in Arthrodex is not available in Canada.
Yeah.
So
hopefully
if you have
be...
like Flora FX, that's something that I've given my dogs when they've had digestive issues, or Digest FX, and it clears it right up.
Yeah, absorption, of course, I can see that's a problem in that. So I'm having digestive problems too, but I've got the new healthy digestive packs. So I'm working to get better and better all the time. I'm 5,000% better than I was last year, Doc. So
well, thank you for the status report.
Yeah, thanks for all your advice in that. So really, really appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Let's go on to the next person.
Thanks, Rob. All right, Dr. Wallach, are you too hot? Are you wanting to take your jacket off?
Yeah, I'm going to have this. It's starting to get warm in here.
All right, go ahead and take your jacket off. And folks, while Doc is doing that, I just want to remind you that you are watching Ask Doc Live. Now, it's kind of bittersweet, all right? Dead Doctors Don't Lie is a show that Dr. Wallach has been doing for many, many, many years. Well,
32 years.
Has, how many?
32.
32 years. That program has actually stopped recently. Not by our choice, that's for sure. But since that stopped, I have been getting so many emails and messages, text messages, Facebook messages, messages on our Facebook pages and through our social media platforms, wanting to know what happened to Ask Doc Live, wanting to know, how am I going to get my daily dose with Doc? Well, my team has put together Daily with Doc, and this is going to be a live Zoom that is going to happen Monday through Friday from noon to 1 Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, that would be 3 to 4 Eastern time. And you are welcome to join us. It's the same link that you used to get here today. So I wanted to keep that simple and make sure that all of you are invited to join us each and every weekday on Daily with Doc. So the quick link for that, dailywithdoczoom.com. Again, I wanted to keep it easy. I want to remove any barriers that may come up that would keep you from being able to get plugged in and share with other people and get them plugged in so that they also can get their questions answered in a way that is empowering, not dependent on chemicals. So we invite you to go to Ask Doc Daily to sign up for the newsletter for that, so that you also get invitations. You also get the links to the replays and any specials that we have offered as we go through each and every day, because daily, Dr. Wallach, we need the 90 essential nutrients.
That is correct. You need them every day.
Each and every day. So we're going to give it to them. We're going to take Saturdays and Sundays off. But
Okay,
there's the replays. You can
Yeah,
always go
can't,
to the
thank
website.
you. I cannot thank you and your team enough for starting up Daily with Doc 5 days a week. Oh my gosh. And it was great to have AskDocLive 2 hours on Fridays, but this is going to be 5 hours a week, 1 hour of noon to 1 Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I'm excited. My team is excited. I just, there's a message that needs to be heard, Dr. Wallach. And that's what we are bringing and making available so that others can plug in and start feeling the difference, because that 90 essential nutrients, Doc, has changed my life. Well, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Do you want to take a break now, or shall we move on to some questions that have come in?
Better take a break.
All right, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Everybody, we will be right back after this break. Well, Doc will be right back after this break. I am going to be sharing some more information in regards to what you can do to get plugged in. But I want to remind you that you can go to dailywithdoc.com. We have all of our replays. We have additional content there that includes my shows with pharmacist Ben Fuchs. That's Q&A with pharmacist Ben and Fuchs and Becca. We also have the replays from the AskDocLive that have been recorded since July of 2020. So you'll have a full library of those there as well. And see the AskDoc dailies. I mean, there's so much content there, plus extra things that are condition specific or nutrient specific that can be useful in your toolbox of information. Now, I love toolboxes. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. So I wanted to make sure that we put together these toolboxes that are beneficial to you as well. So if you have any recommendations, please go to dailywithdoc.com and use that contact us and send in your recommendations. That's also the way to get in contact with us if you are not already working with a health coach and you're interested in working with one of our certified holistic health coaches. Go to dailywithdoc.com and use the contact us and let us know that you're interested in getting connected with a certified holistic health coach. I have an amazing team, and we'll match up somebody or match you up with somebody that will be able to help you see what is going to be the best fit for you based on Dr. Wallach's recommendations. So most of them, in fact, all of them, give a free 15-minute consultation plus a health evaluation. And then we go from there. We take the information, use that as your baseline, and help to monitor your progress as you are going along on getting started with the 90 essential nutrients and making adjustments as needed, up, down, wherever you are, we meet you there. So that's dailywithdoc.com. And I am excited to be able to share this information with you. So as Dr. Wallach is taking his quick little break, I want to also take a little break, get a drink. So everybody, if you have not tried the mineral sticks, that's STX, it's a great mineral. It's perfect because it has your collagen, a full dose of the collagen, and it has a full dose of the plant-derived minerals. And it's an amazing cherry flavor with tart cherry juice. And if you know anything about tart cherry juice, helps to reduce inflammation and a whole list of things. So enjoy some mineral sticks. You can get that at Daily with Doc, also dailywithdoc.com. And I don't want to forget Dr. Wallach. He supports himself and Dr. Milan through the sales of his books. They have their very own website, drjwallach.com. That's drjwallach.com. And that's where you get his books. That's the best place to get his books, directly from the author himself. All of his publications are there. And we're working on a brand new website that's going to have digital downloads also for those of you who are outside of the United States. That'll give you access to all of his CDs instantly without having to pay a horrific shipping cost just to get it over the border. Even if you're going from Michigan to Canada, it's $20 to ship as one single CD. It just is, it's insane. But that's the way it is. So we are coming up with solutions so that you can have that information at an affordable price and not have to make a decision. Okay, do I choose knowledge and health and have to pay the extra premium price? You're worth it. You're worth the investment, but we want to make it more affordable for you. So that is at drjwallach.com. So as soon as Dr. Wallach gets back, he'll be turning on his camera, turning on his microphone, and I will be right back. All right, I was just reading through some of the chat messages. Folks, if you do not have that chat open and you are on live with us today, you can find that in the Zoom menu. Just click on chat. And our amazing co-hosts, Nasima Omar, Ruth Ellen Sanchez, Heather Bowen, and Dr. Judy Reynolds are sharing information in that chat to help you easily find the information that we are talking about on this program today. For those of you who are joining us via a replay, then we want to invite you to dailywithdoc.com, where you will find information about what we're talking about, including the store. But make sure that you get back with the person that shared this program with you if you are already working with somebody. So as soon as Dr. Wallach gets back, we are going to get started again. And Rob, thank you so much for the nice words and compliment. I appreciate that. And thank you for bringing your questions.
Rob,
So
Doc is back.
Doc is back. Well, I'm so glad Doc is back because I have more questions, Dr. Wallach.
Okay.
Actually, there's a lot of people that have more questions. So let's go ahead and go right into the next question. And this is a human question, Dr. Wallach.
Okay.
So Jim is writing in, and he is a 58-year-old male, 5'11", 200 pounds, high blood pressure with concerns of family history, says his father and brother both died of heart attacks. He also has joint and knee pain and is gradually gaining weight. So I don't know how many times he wakes up to go to the bathroom at night, Doc. I know that's one of your favorite questions because it reveals so much. But what would you recommend? And let me get you spotlighted here. There we go.
There we go.
There you are. So what would you recommend for a 58-year-old male who is 5'11", 200 pounds, experienced and concerned, having experience with and concerned about high blood pressure. Because I mean, whenever you have family members that die of a common ailment, you have that concern for yourself. They died of heart attacks, Doc. And he's
Okay.
having knee and joint pain. So what would you recommend for Jim?
Okay. We have to appreciate that heart attacks are not genetic. They're not autoimmune. But if they're eating the same way, that's why they have the same health issues. And of course, one of the things that really people forget is you want to be sure to get rid of all the bad foods. We have the good food, bad food list. And one way to get that, of course, is Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. And that flies off the shelf at a steady pace. Okay, because people want the information. They want the references, and all that kind of stuff is in the book. Okay. Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. Get rid of the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no butter, rye, no oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonation. Even the carbonated water's got to go, and the diet drinks got to go. And then this guy here, 200 pounds, I want him to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. Full dose everything twice a day. Then I want him to have 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone microphone itself, and so deal with the joints and the knee stuff going on. Okay. And then when people gain weight, it's because they're minerally deficient and they develop a behavior called pica, and they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat. But if he's going to take these 90 essential nutrients, that's a good thing. Now, for the high blood pressure, again, which is not a genetic thing, excuse me, the high blood pressure, I'd have him also get 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 twice a day. If he's on high blood pressure medication, do not cold turkey off the high blood pressure medication. But as the blood pressure begins to drop, and it will within days or weeks, you can slowly reduce the prescription drug based on the numbers. And usually within 2 to 6 weeks, they'll be off the prescription drugs and they won't have high blood pressure anymore. Now, what should I say? People say, okay, well, I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I can go back to my old ways. No, don't do that. You got to stay on the program. How long do you need oxygen for life? How long do you need water for life? How long do you need the 90 essential nutrients for life? Okay. How long do you need to stay away from the bad foods for life? Otherwise, you're cutting your life short. And of course, we do have these 2 new tools, what I want to take the opportunity to bring about. Okay. There's a new bull in town, which has 3 CDs in it. And we want you to think about replacing Red Bull with a Rebound. Okay, there you go. Red Bull with Rebound. Why? Because Rebound, of course, has 100 nutrients in it. It has 75 minerals and 25 vitamins, amino acids. Red Bull has 1 mineral, magnesium. Now, why did Red Bull actually go that direction? Well, that was because of Bruce Lee. That's the only one he supplemented with magnesium, and he died at age 32 of a heart attack. So not a very good history. Okay. So, and of course, Rebecca held up a can of the Rebound. Okay. And we have it in canisters, we have it in cans, we have it in sticks. Okay. We also have the sticks, we have it in 3 forms. The sticks and the canisters don't have carbonation in them, but the cans do. So I like to pop the tops on 2 of them every night before I go to bed, put them in the refrigerator, and I can drink them during the next day because they're flat. All the carbonation is gone. And so it's one of those things where our Rebound has 75 minerals in it. Red Bull has magnesium. That's the only mineral they supplement with in Red Bull, magnesium. We supplement with 75 minerals, plant-derived colloidal minerals, okay, and 25 amino acids and the vitamins. So ours is much more complete. Now, let's see here. There's a new bull in town. The first one is Dead Athletes Don't Lie, kind of like Dead Doctors Don't Lie, same principle. And we're talking about professional athletes and Olympic athletes and university athletes. The second CD is Exercise Without Supplementation of Suicide. Okay. Everybody says, well, I don't need to supplement. I eat well and I exercise. Okay, that won't get you very far. Okay, exercise without supplementation is suicide. And then the third CD is what kills billionaires. The life expectancy of billionaires in America is 66.7. The life expectancy of professional athletes in America is 56.3, I think it is. Okay. And so just exercising, and of course, that's why billionaires don't do so well, because they say, well, they buy an exercise center, they hire the best coach, and they coaches them, for 2 to 4 hours a day, and exercise and eating and what foods to choose and all that kind of stuff. And that's why the billionaires' life expectancy is 66.7, because they are not getting all the minerals they need for their heart to work, for their liver to work, for their brain to work, for their blood vessels to work, for their kidneys to work, for their digestive system to work. They need all this stuff. And so this is why we came out with this. There's a new bull in town. Okay. Now we also have a 10 CD set that just came out in a shipping box. And it's a 10 CDs we made from Zooms that pharmacist Keith Abel and I did over 3 years. We did like once a week for 3 years. Okay. There you go. And okay. Let's see here. 10 healthy secrets your doctor doesn't want you to know. 10 healthy secrets your doctor doesn't want you to know. And this is in a shipping set. Okay. All 10 CDs are individually wrapped. Okay. It's a very nice package. And again, it's unique because it has a pharmacist and a naturopathic physician talking about the same health problems. Now, on the back, it gives you 10 CDs, okay? And it gives you the main topic: arthritis, diabetes, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, and so on. But there's also 4 or 5 other diseases on those CDs, because they were 1 hour long programs. People would call in and ask questions. And so you're getting the answers to many other disease questions, okay? So every family should sit down together once a week and listen to, okay, the 10 healthy secrets your doctor doesn't want you to know. And every day, people need to be listening to There's a New Bull in Town. These 2 CD sets can add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. So don't what should I say, don't throw away your life. Don't squander your life so cheaply, okay? You have to eat properly, stay away from the bad foods. Don't forget, Dr. Wallach's cooking without the bad foods. And then don't forget all the nutrients, the 90 essential nutrients, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and then whatever secret sauces you need to deal with everything, because we're dealing with all these connective tissue issues. Don't forget the MSM, don't forget the collagen peptides. And you can add many healthy years to your life by doing this preemptively. In other words, don't wait until you get diabetes to start. Well, what do I do for diabetes? You don't have to ask that question anytime in your life. There you go. Dr. Wallach's cooking without the bad foods.
I need 3 hands. Can you grow an extra hand, Doc?
Well, if I could, I
know
guess.
you can create cystic fibrosis in animals. How about an extra hand for humans?
Okay. I'll work on that.
Oh, please don't. Well, Dr. Wallach, on this 10 CD set that you and pharmacist Keith put together, it says disease isn't caused by deficiency of pharmaceuticals.
That's correct.
So my question is, why then would that be the response?
Okay, well, the response, pharmaceuticals very quickly can relieve symptoms, pain, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, those kind of things. Okay, it relieves the symptoms, and people are very happy about that. And then 2 months later, 6 months later, a year later, they die, because treating the symptoms doesn't relieve the actual cause of the problem. And so the problem continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, but the symptoms are gone and the patient is happy. And this is the medical system, whether it's the United States or Europe or Asia or Africa, it doesn't matter where, South America, the medical system all around the world has made their fame by relieving symptoms. Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind does not mean that it's no longer there.
That's correct. And it is not progressing. And it continues to progress if you haven't change, get rid of all the bad foods, get on the 90 essential nutrients. And then we have secret sauces for each of the secret sauces for 600 different diseases. We have 5,000 products. Okay. And we have secret sauces for 600 different diseases. So everybody should be able to get some wonderful, not only just comfort relief, but also adding 25 to 50 healthy years of your life, because we're going after getting rid of the disease, not just covering it up and dealing with the symptoms.
That's right. Well, we have some more questions that are coming in, and in the comments, Neil has written, "Good morning. I am having some joint pain in my fingers and darker skin around my ankles." He says, "I do take statins and high blood pressure medications. I walk about 2 hours a day, and I'm about 10 pounds overweight." So Dr. Wallach, what would you recommend for Neil?
Okay, did Neil say how much he weighed?
Neil did not say how much he weighed, but I think he's about 160 pounds. Neil, would you mind coming on with us? Let me see if we can get Neil to unmute here.
Okay, well, we can start out. None of the bad foods. Dr. Wallach's cooking without the bad foods. No bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bar, rye, and oats. There are no such things as genetic, excuse me.
I'm about 190.
196.
190,
Okay.
Dr. Wallach.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Then, we need to shut off the background talking.
He did.
Okay. Then we also need to get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. He needs 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between a vertebrae, bone makes a bone itself. He needs the collagen peptides, 2 canisters a month, so he can take a scoop of that with his morning drink, 2 with his evening drink. He needs the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 2 of those bottles a month, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. If he's on high blood pressure medication, don't cold turkey off of that, but as your blood pressure begins to drop, you can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. And then let's see here, also the skin issues. Okay. The statin drugs will be taken care of because in the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, we have nutrients in there that will significantly reduce the risk of blood clots and strokes and that kind of stuff. Okay. And then let's see here. We also, the skin. Okay. We have the hair, skin, and nails. You could get 2 bottles a month of that. Take 3 twice a day, and it'll give the skin what it needs to heal itself. Okay. And the skin is kind of a giveaway. What's happening with your cartilage and ligaments and tendons and connective tissue inside your body, because 2/3 of your skin is connective tissue, the same stuff that your tendons and ligaments are made out of, including your heart valve and the ligaments that attach the heart muscle to the valves. Okay. And so all this is necessary to give your body what it needs to maintain optimal function and optimal health. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. And let's go to the next question that I have that was sent in to us. And that is, no, not that one. Sorry, I've got too many windows open here, Doc. Okay, so we have an individual who is experiencing kidney failure, Dr. Wallach. So stage 3 kidney failure. She is 72 years old. She's 196 pounds at 5 foot tall. And she says she doesn't have high blood pressure, but her kidneys are failing. She also has swelling in her legs, and she's short of breath.
Okay.
Oh, and she does mention here, she does get up 2 or 3 times per night to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's got osteoporosis of the skull. It's not an age thing, but when you get up 2, 3, 4, 5 times a night to urinate, the skull is squeezing the spinal cord. The spinal cord is telling your urinary bladder to urinate. I know she doesn't have a prostate problem because girls don't have prostates. So we don't have to worry about the prostate issue in girls. Okay. And then let's see here. You say she weighs
196
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah, so she's a little overweight. I want her to have 1 meal a day. Our keto shake comes in a canister. It's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal, but it's a meal replacer. And it comes in strawberry or chocolate. Okay. And she will begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. At 70, let's see here, at 5 foot tall, I want her to weigh about 90 to 110 pounds, somewhere in there. So she needs to lose about 80 pounds, 85 pounds. Okay. So 1 meal a day doesn't have to be the same meal every day okay. And so that's going to help with that weight loss of the keto shake. And then I want her to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, full dose everything twice a day. I want her, she'll get 215 nutrients, including the 90 essential nutrients. Okay. The healthy start pack is the core of the healthy brain and heart pack. Then I also want her to have 2 bottles a month of the MSM. So she can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. Okay. And that's going to help her with all her connective tissue and her heart valves. And that may be contributing to the edema in her legs and so forth. It could be a kidney issue. Okay. Which she says she has. Okay. So we need her also to get the collagen peptides, two canisters a month. So you can take a scoop with breakfast, scoop with dinner time. You can help rebuild cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between vertebrae, bone, makes itself, including the skull. She needs to get a hold of that book. It's all in your head, and the CD that goes along with it. It's a set. Okay, it's all in your head, and she'll understand what's going on. And it also will repeat the formula we're giving. And then also, I want her to have 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. 2 bottles a month of Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 twice a day, and that's going to help her have healthy blood flow through blocked arteries in the brain, the heart, the kidneys, the legs, all over the place. Okay. And also it'll support healthy blood pressure. If she's on blood pressure medication, don't cold turkey off of that. But as the blood pressure begins to lower, she can slowly reduce the blood pressure medication based on the numbers. And let's see here. I think, she needs a rebound or a sports drink. She needs a rebound or a sports drink. I want her to have at 196 pounds, I wanted to start out with 2 cans or 2 canister doses or 2 stick doses a day. I wanted to have 2 doses a day of a rebound. And each dose is going to give her 100 nutrients, 75 minerals and 25 vitamins, amino acids. And then the 2 healthy brain and heart packs are going to give her 2 healthy, the healthy brain and heart packs, 2 of them are going to give her 2 more of the 100 nutrients. Okay. So she can get 100 nutrients 4 times a day. And this is what it's going to take to deal, okay, with her edema, kidneys. She's, she's overweight, obese, and so all this stuff, okay, will go away. We're very, very excited about this, and we do ask her, since this is toll-free numbers, it won't cost her anything to call us every couple of weeks and give us, an update and let us know what's going on, because people are going to want to know how she's doing. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Wallach. And the next question that we have, Dr. Wallach, is back to our pets. And Don is writing in. He has a Shih Tzu Maltese, and a while back ended up with Cushing's disease. After that, she ended up with diabetes. Then she developed cataracts and is blind now. Is there anything we can do to get rid of the cataracts so she can see again, Dr. Wallach?
Okay, do we have a weight on the dog?
Being a Shih Tzu, I would say anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds, 12 pounds maybe.
Okay, all right.
15 if she's chunky.
Okay, good brand of commercial dog food, canned. I like the canned because they heavily supplement it. Okay. And it'll tell you on the label all the nutrients that they put in there. Then I also, at say 10 to 15 pounds, I want that dog to have 1, let's see here, scoop of the Arthrodex a day and mixed in that canned dog food. Okay. And then if you're going to divide up her canned dog, divide up her meals to 2 meals a day, then a half a scoop at the breakfast meal and half a scoop at the dinner meal. And then because of the, let's see here, Cushing's disease, I want her to get the, let's see here, we want her also, in addition to the Arthrodex, okay, I also want her to get the, what, collagen peptides, it said that, okay.
Explain to us a little bit what Cushing's is, Dr. Wallach, if you
I'm sorry?
would.
Well, Cushing's disease is your adrenal glands are failing.
So the adrenal glands are failing.
Yeah, so you can't deal with stress and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so
Okay, and
we
it
do
runs
have,
off into the kidneys and the heart and stuff like that. But it starts out as a disease of the adrenal glands. Okay, so I also want this dog to have, because of the cataracts, to have vision FX. Okay, go ahead and take one. Well, go ahead and take 2 of those vision FX. Okay, a day. Mix it in the food. And let's see here. Wouldn't hurt to throw in the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Throw in 2 of those in the food. Okay, well, one bottle a month will do here. Okay, and that's going to help with blood flow in the brain, including the eyes. Okay, because the dog may have osteoporosis of the skull. They get osteoporosis of the skull just like humans do. Okay, and let's see here. I would also throw in the Synaptive. I'd throw in the Synaptive. Start out with 1 of those a day. The Synaptive, 1 a day. Mix in the food. The Synaptive is going to have the brain cells talk to each other. Okay, the brain cells talk to each other, including the optic nerve and the retina of the eye, all of which is heavily laced with nerves, and so it needs these nutrients that nerves need. Okay, and let's see here. It wouldn't hurt also, but we got the Arthrodex. She doesn't need to take any scrambled eggs or anything like that, unless you want to give it a snack in the middle of the day or at the end of the day. Some scrambled eggs and butter, not hard, very soft scrambled eggs and butter. But the Synaptive is going to be a big help here. And let's see if we can't get the vision to come back. Okay.
all right, thank you for that, Dr. Wallach. And I've had a lot of people ask me, what are soft scrambled eggs? Soft scrambled eggs, folks, is when they're still runny, not solid, not dry, still wet, and you can almost pour them out of the pan. So yeah, you eat them out of a cup, not necessarily off a plate in some cases, depending on how soft you have your scrambled. So I'm excited to be able to share that information with people, because a lot of people don't know. You can have scrambled eggs wet, dry, soft, hard, too many different options, Dr. Wallach. So I also have a question, Dr. Wallach, from somebody who, let me get to it. I'm sorry, I had it up here. So Stan is writing in. He says, my daughter, age 60, passed gelatinous and oily stuff for the 2nd time. Her diet is healthy. She does take a thyroid medication and an antidepressant, but she's been constipated. Any thoughts there, Dr. Wallach? I don't have any information about blood pressure or blood sugar.
Okay. What's this oily thing mean?
Gelatinous and oily. So I would say if she's been constipated, I probably is being passed out through through the waste.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we don't know how much she weighs, so we'll go by 100 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, so she needs to get rid of all the bad foods. She needs that book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. She needs the, let's see here. We don't know how many times she wakes up at night to urinate or how many times she urinates during the day. We don't know any of that stuff. Okay, so 60 years of age and all this stuff going on, constipated. Got to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bar, rye, oats, no buckwheat. Absolutely no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go, and no no carbonated water because they neutralize stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. Okay, very important. And then let's say per 100 pounds of body weight, I want her to have, let's see here, per 100 pounds of body weight, we're going to have 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. If she only weighs 110, 120 pounds, give her a half a dose of everything twice a day. If she weighs 150 or more, I'd have her take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. And then I also want her to have 2 bottles a month of the MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, which includes the muscles, the connective tissue in the muscles and the intestines and the colon, the stomach, in the muscles, the skin, the lungs, all over the place. Okay. And I do want her to have 3 soft scrambled eggs twice a day so that she can have good functioning of her myelin, the white matter of the brain, which is 25% of the brain weight, which is cholesterol. Cholesterol is 25% of your brain weight, and cholesterol is 25% of your spinal cord weight. She needs the synaptives, 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. Because she has a thyroid history, she needs the Ocean's Gold, 3 of those twice a day. She needs the Fucoid Z, 3 of those twice a day. They're essentially the same formula, but they're from 2 different oceans. So I like to take 3 of each twice a day. That way I'm getting what I need from the ocean to make my thyroid happy. Okay. And let's see here. I think that's going to cover the waterfront right now. That's a good start for this. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. And for those of you who are on live with us, if you have questions for Dr. Wallach, then find that option to raise your hand in the Zoom menu under reactions. And we will be calling on you. I am going through the questions that are coming in through the chat as well, plus emails that have been submitted by going to AskDocDaily.com. So we do have a sign up for our newsletter there and the option to send in a question for Dr. Wallach. Please make sure that you include age, gender, weight, any health concerns that you have. Plus, do you have blood pressure concerns? Do you have blood sugar concerns? Are you on a pharmaceutical for any specific conditions? That tells a lot. Do they wake up
multiple times at night? Do they wake up multiple times a night to urinate?
And just what the doc said. So include all that information so that we can make sure that we get a full recommendation from Dr. Wallach for you. So I have my buddy Rad from the UK joining us, Dr. Wallach. Rad, go ahead and unmute yourself. I saw your question here in the chat and I hadn't gotten to it yet. Let's try that again. Can you?
Yeah, finally it is working, I guess. Good afternoon or evening or whatever it is down there in UK. I wonder, I've got a friend, he's 41 years old. He's about 6 feet tall and his weight is ridiculously low, something 60 kilos. I don't know, whatever it is in pounds.
120 pounds, okay.
And his problem is he had cancer. He's got his kidney removed because it was not possible to cure it or something, and cancer spread. And now he's got in his leg partially the bone was removed in order to clear it from the cancer, and he find out another lumps on his knee on the backside, which means and it has been confirmed that the cancer progressed there as a tumor lump.
Let's see. Let's see here, Rebecca. Can you translate some of that for me? I wasn't able to get all of that because of the accent.
Yeah, so he has a friend that's 41 years old, about 190. Is that what you said, Rad?
He's 6 tall and about 120 pounds weight.
150?
120.
Oh, 120. Okay. And has bone cancer. And there's a lump behind his knee that they've confirmed to also be cancer. Did I get that right, Rad?
That's correct. And what I didn't mention is doctor gave up on him because he went through chemotherapy and radiation, and there's nothing what they can do. So they advise him to see the ophthalmologist. And he is now in the stage when he's planning to go for mega doses of vitamin C, E, and this kind of stuff. And I wonder if there is anything sensible he can do, because basically they gave him a year to go.
So he's gone through radiation, chemo, neither of those did anything. Now he's got
It's
more of a
good for him if-
naturopathic approach.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go. He needs to get rid of all the bad foods which got him into trouble in the first place. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats, no buckwheat, no carbonated drinks, even no sugar. Even the diet drinks got to go, okay, because the carbonation, even carbonated water got to go because it neutralizes stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. Now, let's see, he's got cancer. He's got, doctors are considering him terminal. There's not much they can do for him anymore. And so we're not going to make any claims we're going to cure him, but we can give him time. If they say, oh, he's got 3 months to live, we might give him 2 years. We might give him 5 years. Okay. But we can't claim a cure for him. But what we can do is say, okay, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose, everything twice a day. Now, remember, none of the bad foods. And then 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose at breakfast, full dose at dinner time, 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between your vertebrae, bone breaks, including the bone marrow, which is where your immune system is. Where your bone marrow makes your white blood cells, it goes and kills the cancer cells. Okay. And so we want to make sure that that's happening. Okay. And then he needs the collagen peptides for the same reason, 2 canisters a month, so he can take a scoop with breakfast, a scoop with dinner time. And we also want him to have, for his immune system, we want him to get another bottle of our selenium, so he can take 3 selenium 3 times a day. 1 bottle of selenium will come with each of the healthy brain and heart packs. I want him to get another bottle of selenium, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And don't forget that MSM and the collagen peptides for the bone marrow, which is, again, the immune system, which makes the white blood cells, which will go through the bloodstream to kill the cancer cells. Let's see here. What else do you think, Rebecca?
Dr. Wallach, I would definitely recommend the beta glucan, the RYL beta 500, which also supports the immune system, and Oxybody. So Oxybody, take 1 ounce, actually 2 ounces.
Yeah, I'd go for 2 ounces of the Oxybody. Yeah.
Yeah, empty stomach first thing in the morning.
1 ounce in the morning, 1 ounce at night.
Yes, on an empty stomach. So definitely would recommend that. And frankincense essential oil, Dr. Wallach, it can be applied neat. And I've seen it do some amazing stuff when it comes to cells that are not healthy. You can apply it topically on the area where the concern is, and it just gives those esters absorbed into the body and just helps the body to get rid of stuff. So that's
Okay.
the frankincense essential.
And then, Rad, if you would, connect with us every couple of weeks and let us know how this guy is doing. And if anything new pops up or if there's any improvement, we need to know what's going on. So do contact us on a regular basis, and we'll, make adjustments as necessary.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much
All
indeed.
right.
Have a good day. Dr.
Hey,
Wallach.
great life, Brad. Have a great life. Welcome to a wonderful life. So
Okay.
Awesome.
Where are you from? Where is he from? What's his accent?
Czech Republic.
Ah, the Czech Republic. Okay. Beautiful accent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, from the Czech Republic and residing in the UK, my buddy Rad. Let's go to the next question. Thanks, Rad. The next hand that's up, and that is Chuck. Chuck, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I have a 2.5-year-old male, about 30 inches long, 30 pounds roughly. He doesn't sleep much past 4:30 in the morning out here. And
Now stop. Are you talking about a boy or are you talking about a dog?
boy, yeah, my son.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't sleep much.
He sleeps solid through the night. He just wakes up consistently, 3:30, 4 a.m., 4:30, and won't go back to sleep after that. He bolts right out of bed and cannonballs around the house. And
Okay. So, and let's see here. Did you tell me how much he weighs? What's his body weight?
roughly 30 pounds.
Okay. Does he have any other issues? Does he ever complain about ringing in the ears? Does he complain about dizziness? Does he complain about being constipated?
No, he does pretty well all around. Aside from he's very hyperactive, and he does have some sensory issues that he has going on that we're working with. But I just want to know if there was.
Okay, by sensory issues, what are you talking about?
He jumps around pretty consistently. Very, very hyper active. Only way I could describe it.
Sure. Okay. So we need to, again, get him off all the bad foods. Everybody in the family has got to be off all the bad foods. You can't be eating the bad foods and he can't have them, right? So everybody in the family, including the dog and the cat, have to be free of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no rye oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go, as well as the carbonated water has got to go. We do want him to have, let's see here, it's 30 pounds. Want him to have, let's see here, 1 dose a day, divided into half. So he has a half a dose of breakfast, half a dose of dinner of the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Okay, so he'll be getting a half a dose of breakfast, half a dose of dinner. He also needs 1 bottle a month of the MSM, so he can take 3 of those tablets at breakfast or dinner time. They're going to help him with connective tissue, skin, artery walls, liver, joints. Okay, the connective tissue, the joints. We're talking about tendons and ligaments, cartilage, all that kind of stuff. And let's see here. We do have a product called Sleepies, and you can give him the Sleepies like a half hour before bedtime. Just follow the dosage on the bottle. And then we do have the Synaptive. I want him to do eat at his body weight. I want him to eat, start out with 1 egg a day with soft yolk, soft boiled, soft poached, soft scrambled, and butter. I do want him to have 2 of our Synaptive tablets a day. Okay, so he can that way his brain will work more efficiently, effectively, properly. Okay, and also he may have a sugar problem, so it wouldn't hurt to check that out. If he does have a sugar problem, you get test strips for his urine, test strips for the blood, see if he's got high blood sugar. Okay, if he does, we have the Sweeties. He could take, say, 2 of those twice a day. The Sweeties, that'll bring his blood sugar down into the normal range. All right. But, test it out first. You can go to you don't need a prescription from a doctor to get urine test strips and blood test strips to check your blood sugar. You can do that, okay, without a prescription. And then, in the morning, after breakfast, he might want to have a rebound. Okay, I wouldn't give him a whole dose of rebound. Give him a half a rebound at breakfast and half a rebound, say at 3 in the afternoon, something like that. I wouldn't have a rebound after that. Huh?
He's 2.5 years old.
Oh, 2.5 years old.
2.5, yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe half might be a little overload. Not to not to question you, Doc, but I just want to make sure that 2.5 years old and rebound, that's quite a bit.
Okay, well, go for a quarter of a dose.
Roger that.
Okay, then,
He
call
sounds
us every, call us every couple of weeks and, let us know what's going on and we'll walk you guys through this, okay?
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck.
All right. Thank you, Chuck. There we go. All right. So Dr. Wallach, we've got another question that's coming in from Gina. Thank you, Gina. And Gina's here. So Gina, if you're able to unmute for Dr. Wallach to answer some questions for you, that would be great. So Gina is experiencing something I experienced, Dr. Wallach. Herniated discs in the neck with stenosis and bulging disc in the lower back. Siblings have bulging discs also. Chronic acid reflux with more trouble at night. One bathroom break about every 6 hours. Wake up from sleep between 2 to 4 times with anxiety and some heart palpitations. The small benign pituitary tumor, enlarged uterine fibroid, and a lot of arthritis, Dr. Wallach, at 50 years old.
Okay, all right. Well, obviously none of the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, rye, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Get a hold of that book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. That'll give you a big impact on the healthy, the good food, bad food list. And then, let's see here. You say she's 155 pounds, is that correct?
She's 140 pounds, 5'7", and she is on live with us, Dr. Wallach.
Okay, good. Okay, so at 140 pounds, I want her to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Full dose of everything twice a day. I want her to get 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so you can take 3 of those at breakfast, 3 at lunch, or dinner time. They're going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself, skin, all kinds of stuff. I also want her, for her skin, to take the hair, skin, and nails, take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And then, let's see here. Oh, the collagen peptides, if I didn't say it, 1 scoop at breakfast, 1 scoop at dinner time, that'll be 2 canisters per month. I want her to have the synaptive, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. Okay, to deal with the anxiety and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And because of the pituitary stuff, and it's a girl, right? It's a she?
Yes, she is, Doc.
Okay.
A beautiful lady. Look at the picture. Look at the screen. There she
Would you
is.
look at that? Yeah. Okay. Then I want her to have the Xerafem, XERA-FEM, FEM. Okay, Xerafem. Take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. Make sure she's eating 3 eggs twice a day. Okay, with soft yolks, so she can make all the hormones. Okay, and let's see here. The pituitary is going to be dealt with the let's see here. Let's just go with the Xerafem and the synaptive, okay, for the pituitary and the eggs. All righty.
Gina, did you have any additional questions?
I guess with the uterine fibroid.
Okay, well, those are going to be dealt with the Xerafem, okay, and the eggs. Okay, that's going to kind of help that stuff going on, okay, with the fibroids. And it's one of those things where, again, getting rid of the bad foods is going to help a lot. No fried foods, okay? Absolutely no fried foods, no oils, no salad dressing, no cooking oils, no glutens. There are no such things as gluten-free oatmeal or oats, okay? No oats, no wheat, bran, rye, or oats, no buckwheat. There's no gluten in buckwheat, but there are phagopyrines, which are worse than gluten. So no wheat, bran, rye, and oats, and no buckwheat. Eat like an Asian. Eat rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and that kind of stuff.
And curious about rice. I've heard some things to be really selective about rice, but I'm not sure what kinds.
Well, there's brown rice, there's white rice, okay? And so that's where you want to go. You know, you choose. We have different types of rice, different days of the week.
Okay, and I did have one question about my herniated disc in my neck and my lower back. I've been going to a chiropractor, and I recently started going to like a Disc Center of America where they do decompression on table with, computerized and things like that with red laser and matrix. Do you think those things are too aggressive or not necessary?
Well, you'll know when it's time to reduce them or stop them. You'll know because you will have an improvement in what's going on. Okay.
Oh.
And you have to appreciate the MSM, the collagen peptides, okay, are the things that are going to rebuild the disc in your neck. They're going to, do you have any tinnitus or ringing in the ears?
No, I do have where my ears itch. There's no ringing though. I feel like sometimes there's some fluid in my ears.
Okay.
I do get headaches pretty frequently.
Yeah. Okay. You could have trigeminal neuralgia, which is the fifth cranial nerve being squeezed. You'd have the auditory branch of the eighth cranial nerve being squeezed. Okay. You have the early stages of osteoporosis of the skull. Okay. And so all this stuff going on with pituitary and in your neck and so forth should go away pretty quickly. Okay. But stay away from the bad stuff forever. Never go back to the bad stuff.
Okay.
If I may add, Gina, I was doing decompression therapy 3 times a week on a computer and all types of therapies after my car accident. And it seemed like it was making it worse. I didn't have relief. And then I found Dr. Wallach after a year of doing that 3 times a week. And within a few short months, I wish I would have found him a year earlier. It's amazing the difference. So if you haven't tried the protocol that he's given you, I recommend at least 90 days because I had debilitating migraines as well.
Yes, I've been having the migraines too. Yes.
Yeah. So
especially
the
with
nutrition,
temperature changes and things like that, I experience a lot of pain.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Okay.
I know very well where you're at, and there is hope. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to mention, you guys were talking about the frequent urination. I have had that when I've had more pain, where it's constant going to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the brain. Let's see, it's the skull squeezing the spinal cord, and the spinal cord is telling your urinary bladder to urinate. Okay, you don't have a prostate gland, so it's not a prostate issue. Girls don't have prostate glands, so you don't have to worry about that one. So if a doctor brings that up, it's time to walk out the door.
And then I've had a lot of issues with acid reflux and things like that. And of course, changing the diet I know is going to make a huge difference. But can that come into play with the disc issues?
We do have the ultimate enzymes. You can go ahead and take 2 of those, say 5 or 10 minutes before each meal with a couple ounces of water. We call it the gallbladder in a bottle because it does have the bile in it as well as all the digestive enzymes and stuff you need for your stomach to work properly.
Okay. Yeah, I've tried some hydrochloric acid after meals. It seems to help a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, you need more than that.
Okay.
But you're thinking correctly.
Yeah.
I have a few clients that just taken the 90 essential nutrients with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Osteo Effects and the EFA Plus. They don't have any acid reflux anymore. In fact, I had one he's a doctor of chiropractic and natural medicine doctor. And he's like, Becca, don't ever let me run out of this again. I'm like, it's my fault. He's like, yes, it's your fault. My acid reflux came back, so I cannot run out again.
Get him on auto ship.
A doctor, you would think. But Dr. Wallach, sometimes doctors are the worst patients.
That's correct. Because they're always going for treating symptoms as opposed to getting rid of the disease.
Well, that's very true. Unless you've come to the other side with us. And Gina,
yeah.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Dr. Wallach, we're coming up towards the end of our program. And folks, if you did not catch it at the middle, this is the last Ask Doc Live, because we're going to be bringing to you Dr. Wallach daily. So go to dailywithdoc.com and you will find our website there. And Jonty, do we have a sign up on the website itself where people
No,
can
we
sign up?
will, but right now we should be sending people to AskDocDaily.com.
All right, AskDocDaily.com, folks. Go there, make sure that you get signed up. Go there now. If you're on Zoom right now, you can always go to, and one of my co-hosts are going to not mute me and put it in the chat. AskDocDaily.com and sign up for the newsletter.
We have one hand up.
Oh, we have another hand up? How come I can't see another hand? Oh, Norma. Go ahead. Norma. Welcome to Ask Doc Daily. I mean,
hi, I'm a close friend to Norma. I have a question.
Go ahead, Norma.
So I was in a domestic violence. Hold on,
Can't hear a word she's saying.
We've got too much background noise, my dear.
I was in a domestic violence relationship while pregnant. I'm still currently pregnant right now. And I believe that the fetus probably received trauma. And I was wondering, what products would you recommend to take for those certain situations?
Okay, you'll have to tell me what she said, Rebecca. I couldn't hear a word she said.
Okay, so this young lady was in a domestic abuse situation and there was some trauma. She did get pregnant and she wants to know what she can take to help reduce any traumatic effects of the baby.
How far along in pregnancy is she?
How far along are you? Go ahead and unmute.
I'm currently 3 months right now.
Okay, well, the baby's already formed completely, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Okay, how much do you weigh? What's your body weight?
Right now, I weigh 210.
What does she weigh?
210.
210? Okay, all right. So none of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no butter, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Let's see here. I also want her to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, whether she's going to breastfeed the baby or not. So 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, the full dose thing twice a day. She needs, let's see here, 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. She needs the collagen peptides, a scoop of that with her morning drink, scoop of that with her evening drink. I want her, instead of drinking colas and stuff like that, or coffee during the day, I want her to drink our Rebound. I would prefer her to have either the sticks or the canisters, so there's no carbonation. If she wants the cans, she has to pop the tops on them at night, put them in the refrigerator, so in the morning they won't have the carbonation. Okay, and this is all very important because the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs have 215 nutrients in there, including the ones that prevent abnormal blood clots and bleeding and strokes and all that kind of stuff, also for herself and the baby. And so keep us informed. And, you know, let us know when the baby's born, if there's any problems there. But in the meantime, jump on this stuff ASAP. And let's see if we can have the best baby possible. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Wallach. And get with Norma. She's an amazing health coach. She'll be able to help you get the products that you need for this. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And a couple minutes. Neil, is your hand up again or still? Go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, my hands are up. I have a question for you, Doc. I have a brother of mine who had cancer about 2015. He was at stage 4. They had to remove the thyroid And approximately 2 years later, the cancer returned, but this time it returned with a little spot in the lung. That has remained pretty steady. It hasn't really spread very much. He's about 170, 180 pounds. What can he do? What can he take?
Okay, we only have a moment left here, so I got to go quick. I need to get rid of all the bad foods: no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, and oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. And then I want him to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I'm going to have the 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so you take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they're going to help support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc, between vertebrae, bone matrix, including the bone marrow, which is where your white blood cells are formed. And your white blood cells are a main part of your immune system when you have cancer, because those white blood cells that go through the bloodstream and kill cancer cells and eat them. Okay, so you want to do that. And then let's see here. Was it a thyroid cancer, or does cancer invade the thyroid? I mean, what are we talking about?
Well, he had the lump in the thyroid, which they had to remove.
Okay, so
and
took the thyroid out. Okay.
Yes, they took the thyroid out, and everything was fine with him for about 2 years. And then the cancer, they noticed a spot in the lung. That has remained pretty steady. It hasn't been growing or anything, you know, rapidly or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. So we've given you the diet. We've given you what to take to support the immune system, including the 3 of the MSM at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's going to support the bone marrow, so the white blood cells can be made. The antibodies, which will also help kill which help kill the cancer cells. Okay. Well, we can't guarantee a cure or anything like that, but what we can do is support the immune system and give him many more years. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay. God
now
bless.
I understand this will be posted, and I can re-watch and I can re-listen, because it's pretty tough to take down all of these at one time.
Yeah. Well, I do it twice a day. I do it twice a day.
Okay, thank you.
2 pounds.
Thank you very much, La.
Okay.
Thank you,
And
Rebecca.
you're welcome, Neil. And everybody, you can go to dailywithdoc.com and you will be able to find the replays of this show and our future shows. And our future shows are Monday through Friday, noon to 1 Pacific time on Daily with Doc. You are more than welcome to join us on Zoom. Go to Ask. Shanti's wanting to say something.
Yeah, I'm wanting to say something. Doc, I just took a look here. We've done, this will be our 132nd episode of Ask Doc Live.
Wow.
I think it's been a tremendous success. Thousands and thousands of people have watched these episodes on YouTube and Rumble, and we've, I mean, how many people have we helped? How many folks have asked questions that really, and with your unique knowledge and wisdom, you know, we've made people's lives better. And the one thing I really love about this team, this group of folks that we have here, is that we're here primarily for that. We're here to do a little bit of good in the world and to put some smiles on a couple people's faces. So I'm really excited that we're using this as a launching pad, and we're going to go somewhere even bigger. So I really hope that our audience is as excited as we are, and that you're going to get on over to Ask Doc Daily, and you're going to sign up for the newsletter there, because that's how we're going to keep in touch with you.
Okay.
So please do go and get signed up over there.
Is the address?
This is going to be one heck of a wild ride. I'm just excited.
There's a little confusion here. Okay. So to get on the Zoom, it's dailywithdoc.com.
To get on the Zoom right now, we're got a lot of domain names going on here. So AskDocDailyZoom.com will take you straight to the Zoom. AskDocLive.com is where you want to go to sign up right now. It gives you a really succinct explanation. So that's a good place to go. And then Daily with Doc is coming along. we're doing a lot of different things all at once here. Daily with Doc is going to be the go-to place for the store, for all of the
Monday through
videos,
Friday,
for
yeah.
everything essentially.
And it's AskDocDaily.com to sign up. AskDocDaily.com to sign up. And that's, I mean, Jonty's excited. I'm excited. Heather, Ruth Ellen, Nasima, Dr. Judy, Dr. Wallach, we're all super excited to be able to bring Doc to you, not just 2 hours a week, but 5 hours a week.
We are family.
Yes, Daily with Doc. I am excited. And folks, make sure that you sign up and stay connected with us, because that is how we're going to be able to communicate with you all that we have going on. There's been a lot of stuff going on with technology, and so we want to make sure that we keep it fresh. And if you are wanting to stay connected with us or get connected with us, go to AskDocDaily.com. We've got a quick little form there. You can even submit your questions. So all of these questions that are coming in through that form, AskDocDaily.com. My name is Becca Dukes, and on behalf of my incredible crew here, Jonty McCollier, the brains behind the matter and everything.
I don't know about that. I got to say a big thank you to Dr. Wallach for helping us keep this snowball going. So we're a snowball heading down the mountain right now. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's all because of Dr. Wallach.
Well, no, it's a team, it's a family. I couldn't do it by myself. I can't thank you enough, Jonty and Rebecca, and each of these lovely ladies on the team. We're a family.
We are a family. Yes, we are. And folks, if you are looking for a family, if you have an interest in health and you want to help other people seek out options for better health, join us. Go to dailywithdoc.com, use that contact us option and let us know that you're interested. Or you can even put it in the comments when you go and sign up for the newsletter at AskDocDaily.com. Say, I want a coach. And one of us will get back with you and help you get started as well. I know hands are going up, and it's time, Dr. Wallach. We have to end because we've got Daily with Doc coming up here shortly, folks. So join us, Daily with Doc, but go to Ask Doc Daily to make sure that you get connected, and you will get a link that is emailed to you so that you can get connected with us on Daily with Doc from noon to 1 Pacific time. So if you're East Coast, that's 3 to 4. If you're somewhere in between, just do some math, subtract or add 1. And just for today, Jonty, I'm going to give them a little cheat. It's dailywithdoczoom.com, so you can get connected real quick.
Oh, is that what
because
it
we
is?
don't
I
want
might
you
have
to
said
miss
it
it.
wrong earlier. It's dailywithdoczoom.com.
Both of them get them there. So you
Oh, both of them get in there. We're
Yeah.
sorting this out. We're transitioning brands, guys. So there's like too many domain names. It's all going to be succinct within a week. But right now we're transitioning as quickly as we can.
So the nice thing about being flexible, yeah, you just go with it. It all works out. And Heather is showing our new little graphic there. Zoom with us at dailywithdoczoom.com, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And we have live streaming that will be coming to your favorite platform. So make sure that you stay connected. Nasima, go ahead.
I wanted to just say, Rebecca, you have it starting today as well. You have a live show today as well. And thanks, Heather, for posting that. So just a reminder, if we didn't get to your questions today, you can get a second dose of us today. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you, Nasima. See, that's why we have a team. We all work together, and yeah, we get the message across. And try not to leave anything out. So with that being said, we're already 8 minutes over. I love you guys. Until next time, which is in less than 2 hours. Bye for now.